Saluton, parolas, Tomaso. Hi, everybody. Do you use Duolingo? How do you get the most out of it? All right, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Today, we're going to talk about Esperanto, but the tips that we talk about will apply no matter which language you are learning. Welcome to the live stream. If you're watching live, I'll be with you in just a minute. Want to mention this is the Esperanto Variety Show. Every Thursday, we have new videos in Esperanto or about Esperanto, and going into 2019, we're having additional tips and information, advice, strategies for learning any language, because no matter which language you're learning, it's always good to know how to do it. So today what we're trying to accomplish is to sort of come together and share what we're working on, specifically with Esperanto. I also had some things that I wanted to show you guys that I do on a daily basis, and I thought, well, what better topic to do than for a live stream? All right. If you're watching the replay, the first several minutes are going to be for you. I'm just going to go through, kind of a haphazard, quite honestly, presentation. But I'm going to try to keep things moving. And yeah. All right. So I'm doing a little bit of experiment today, and I think it's working. I've got the chat up on my phone, so I'll be able to see what you guys are saying as we go. I'm still getting used to some of this technology here, how this all works. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me. It's great to see you guys chatting. And like I said on one of these screens here that I wanted to pull up, I'm going to be speaking English in the beginning because I want this to be of general interest. But as I get back into the chat, I'm going to respond to whatever language you guys are speaking at that time. So yeah, great. It's great to see you guys interacting in the chat. All right. So, this is terrible. I've got my, no, I can hear my voice echoing back to me through my headphones. All right, so I'm going to turn the volume down. All right, good. All right, so maybe that will allow me to see the chat without being... All right, thanks again for bearing with me, guys. All right, so one of the things I wanted to mention is... Well, let's see. Actually, I didn't bring up Duolingo yet. Well, that's bad. I was thinking, what do I need to have open before I do my presentation on Duolingo? I probably should have opened up Duolingo first. All right, so I'm going to go out to duolingo.com. And I have been working on Spanish, so I need to switch it to Esperanto, because that's what we're working on today. Esperanto, as I'm sure many of you who are watching know, I speak Esperanto and have spoken Esperanto for quite a few years. And but I like to go through the course from time to time to see what people are looking at, because I like to check for answers. Questions, so I can answer questions if anybody has a question. All right. So if we come out here to Duolingo, we can go to the discussion tab. I'm sure many of you guys know this. By the way, one of the things I think is important if you want to get the most out of Duolingo is to use the web version. There are additional features on the web that are not available on the app. So would encourage people to do that. Let me see if I press that button. Whoops, wrong button. Woo! If I press that button, we'll have a bigger screen. All right. So why is this... I don't know why it's not letting me... Oh, I know why, because I'm zoomed in. Well, shoot. All right. I'm too clever for my own good here. All right. I'm going to come back to this. I zoomed into my screen to make my email... Oh, crap. What it is. Hey, this is why we do live stuff, guys. All right, here we go. So let me just start over here in my email. So I have, over the last couple of years, commented on quite a few threads and followed on quite a few more. And I have a folder that I go into where I just look at the messages that are coming in. All right, so this is my Spanish reminder, new follower. We don't care about that, right? And I just look through these questions. People, a lot of these are threads that I'm sort of familiar with. A lot of people comment This is the sentence "Ĉu akvo estas blua?" Is water blue? And so people have endless conversations about whether water really is blue. This person saying mirrors are green. I've got nothing to say about that. Akvo estas senkolora. Yes. Tre bone. By the way, it'd be funny if I pull up if one of you guys has posted a question. If an answer is ever counted wrong because of British and Canadian, the American spelling difference is definitely reported as correct. I'm surprised they missed it when making this course. Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that one. We see a lot of these sorts of things. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? While I got you guys on here, before I get too deep in this, when I zoom in like this, I'm assuming it looks zoomed in on the screen. Is that right? Actually, I can see it on my phone, and I can't tell that it's. Oh, there's a delay. So, oh, good. All right. So I'm going to unzoom this now and ask you guys to bear with me again while I unzoom this, because I think that's what's messing me up. I got it zoomed in 150%. And I'm going to come over to Duolingo, make sure that's not zoomed in. That's not, wait, Duolingo. Oh, it's working now. Well, maybe because I zoomed out. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. If you come over here to Esperanto, you can look at the discussion tabs. You can see popular discussions. You can see new threads. And you can see the sentences tab. And I have, probably 2 months ago, stopped looking at the sentences tab, mostly because I know that other people have started doing that. When I get caught up with other answers, I might come back and look at these. If you guys want to help out other learners, this is a great way to do it. You come out here to the sentences tab, and you can see what new threads are being created. And like, here's somebody. They cook much better than me. This is the kind of thing that would be unsure. I don't understand that question. This is the kind of thing that I would be unsure of how to translate into Esperanto, so I just reworded to make it easier to translate. They cook much better than me. Ili kuiras multe pli bone ol mi. All right, I don't understand the confusion there. So that's the one problem I have is sometimes when I don't understand somebody's question and I say I don't understand your question, people will give me a thumbs down. All right, so let me show you guys. I promised I was going to show you what I was going to do for tips. So this is what I did yesterday in my live stream. I went through, and I'm just going to pick an exercise and just start working it. I'm going to pretend that I've never learned Esperanto before. And I'm coming here into intros. Now, one thing I'm hoping people will see is that we have a light bulb icon. This, if you have a light bulb icon, be sure to check it because it has the tips and notes in there. I see a lot of questions on the board that I think were answered in the tips and notes. So I either have to post a link to the tips and notes or try to answer it, right? And I'm sure these people are getting frustrated because they're looking at these sentences, trying to make sense of them. So the course authors have put in a lot of time to talk about the tips and notes, and these are out here for all the languages. So yeah, it's good to go out there and check those things. All right. And so another thing I would encourage people to do is to say everything out loud. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to do start. Vi ne laboras, right? So I repeat back, you do not work. Ah, ne, mi ne estas Adamo. That was a different voice. That was kind of fun. Ne, mi ne estas Adamo. Recently, we have had the new voices out there. No, I am not Adam. Right, so these are simple sentences with estas, or with basic sentences with a subject and a verb. Sophia does not work. Sofia ne laboras. All right, so estas. So estas is, I like to look at it like this, right? Estas. With estas, we can just plug in whatever we want to, right? This is that. So mi estas Adamo, right? We just plug them in without changing them. So I'm going to change this to mi estas Adamo. I think the course will accept ADAM without the O on the end. You are not Adam. This is too easy for you guys, isn't it? Vi ne estas Adamo. But I would, if you're working on Duolingo, let's hear that again. All right, so those of you who are not Esperanto teachers or have been at this for years, can you hear that sentence? Is that something you could type if you had to? Mi estas Sofia. Mi estas Sofia. It's kind of funny to hear him say that because he's got a man's voice. Mi estas Sofia. Yep, I am Sofia. Ne. Mi ne estas Sofia. All right. That's basically how that works. All right. So I think just in terms of real quick tips for people who are using Duolingo, I would encourage you to always check the tips and notes, no matter what language you're learning. Say things out loud. So that's it's good to get your mouth moving. And I've had several people say that they felt very comfortable with Duolingo, but then when they try to speak, they don't speak, right? Because they're too busy just doing the exercise. And they haven't practiced that. So I would encourage people to practice that ahead of time. And yeah, all right. Well, let me take a look at the chat here now. I'm going to see who's online. Chat, okay. Bone, do saluton bo, saluton CJ. Estas, yes, oni diras que estas malvarme en Chicago, estas malvarme en Rochestro. Miai infanoi ne iris al lerneo pro tio. By the way, if you're watching the replay and this is going too slow, you can always turn the speed up. Or if it's going too fast, you can always turn the speed down. If you're watching it live, if the Esperanto is going too fast, be sure to ask in the chat. If there's something you didn't understand, I'm sure somebody can jump in and tell you what that means. You say, kion signifas, right? If I heard a word you don't understand, you could say kion signifas and then that word. All right, bone. Bo cresca do li estis infano en suda Illinoiso, mi supposas. Kaj mi ne scias la temperaturon en Rochestro, sed estas sufiĉe malvarme ke oni fermis la lernejojn. Bone. Page, saluton Page. Bo, kio estas, ĉu iu estas universitato? Ja, do verŝajne Sud-Illinoisa universitato, ĉu ne? Bone. Estas agrable renkonti unu, yes, bone. Nu. Bone, do ŝajnas al mi ke vi jam parolas Esperanton. Is there anybody on the call who would still consider themselves like a brand new beginner? That would be interesting to know. One thing I thought of yesterday when I was in the, I'm going to say this in Esperanto. Hieraŭ, kiam mi estis en la viva elsendo pri la hispana lingvo, mi typis la vorton hermano, kaj mi accidente typis ĝin sen la komenca litero, ĉar en la hispana la ho estas silenta, ĉu ne? Do mi skribis hermano, kaj mi pensis, kion signifas tio? Tio estas besto, ĉu ne? Fakte la vorto estas hermeno. Eble mi tajpu ĝin tie ĉi. La vera vorto estas hermeno. Ups, mi ĵus fuŝis ĝin, diable. Hermeno. Hermeno. Se tiu memorigis min pri la vorto hermano. Tiu ne funkcias, pardono. Hermeno, kaj do mi rigardis en la vortaro, kaj tiu fakte estas hermeno. Do jen hermeno, tiu hermeno ne estas mia frato, sed en la hispana hermano ja estas frato. Bone. Nus, mi diras che Page diris saluton. Bone. Bone, do mi havis la ideon che mi simple farus kelkajn ekzercojn por vidi kiel tiu funkcias. Mi rimarkas che tiu ĉapitro pri la vetero ne estas kompleta. Ĉar mi faris tion antaŭ ol oni renovigis la ĉapitron, do fakte eble mi provos tion. Tio estas interesa. Ni ĵus parolis pri la vetero. Bone. Whoops, I just did test out. I didn't want to do that. I'm going to hit X because I want to do a regular exercise. When you start. Ĉu vi loĝas en la urbo? Do you live? Have you guys noticed the new voice? Ĉu vi loĝas en la urbo? All right, so I would say those things out loud. Viro aŭ virino? And it's a little bit of a hint because you just look for the capital letter. A man or a woman. By the way, some people don't know that you can click down here, use keyboard. Right. So if you notice some of these if you have a sentence in mind that's going to be a good response here, and you don't have all the word tiles for it, you can always come down here and select use keyboard. You can type anything you want. There you go. La suno estas tre varma, right? So I like to repeat that. La suno estas tre varma. Sun is very hot. Now that's interesting. Let's hear that again. Pluvas, right? There's something funny going on at the beginning of that. Yeah, so the of course authors are going to have to re-record some of these, I think, or it might be a technical problem. I don't even know, but this is a new feature that allows the course authors to record their own sentences. It's raining in the morning. It rains. Where's the it rains in the morning. In the morning. This is another thing. I think that was one of the answers that I saw in the old thread there. It rains in the morning. Somebody said that if you get marked wrong, if you're trying to say it's raining or it rains, that's more of a quirk in English. I would just report them. Right. So if you wanted to type it is raining in the morning, and it marked you wrong, I'm not sure that it would. But if it did, I would just simply report your answer, because these have to be entered one at a time. La domo estas varma. What does that mean? The house is... Kion signifas tio? The house is hot. La domo estas varma. So just keep getting practice saying that stuff out loud. If you have a question on any of these sentences, you see down at the bottom it says discuss this sentence. Always a great idea to read the other comments first. I see this sometimes, some of these threads. And some of these threads I see the same question get asked again and again and again and again. Ĉu vi loĝas en bona ĉambro? Ĉu vi loĝas? All right, so now we're getting into yes. Now we're getting into questions. Ĉu vi loĝas? Ĉu vi loĝas? Do you live in a good room? In a good room. So what happens here? If you're not reading the tips and notes, you'll come down here and you'll see ĉu vi loĝas, and you see do you. Whoops, I made a mistake. So I gotta remove these. Do you live in a good room? In a good room. All right, I'm just curious if anybody watching this could just leave a comment in the chat, because I'm not seeing any new comments. I don't know if that's because I'm not getting updated or whether nobody's chatting. Ĉu vi loĝas en bona ĉambro? Do you live in a good room? So people will look at this and they'll say, "Oh, ĉu means do," but actually it doesn't. It means it's indicates a yes/no question, or any kind of closed question like an either/or question, multiple choice. Right? Is that a dog or a cat? So ĉu by itself doesn't mean anything. You start out with the sentence, the statement, "Vi loĝas en bona ĉambro." You live in a good room, and then you add ĉu in front of it, and it becomes a question. Do you live in a good room? Ooh, I got 10 XP. All right, I do not see any. So I'm going to go back to what I was trying to do here. It's a little funny that I've got my personal email open here, but I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. No reason for you guys to see the ads. All right, I mean, okay, here's the sentence. Ĉu la vorto estas en la angla aŭ en Esperanto? All right, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to save that till later. Did you ever get that figured out, or have you been working on it? Sometimes I look at these things and I'm thinking, here we go. This is something that I do on a regular basis. So here is a comment on a thread. And I'm going to click over here. So I have followed so many threads. I just get all these emails about them. And that's the only way I can find out that people are asking these questions, because there's no good way to search for new comments in old threads on the Duolingo forum. So I do this for a couple hours in the morning sometimes. All right, so here's the question. Could one say, "Ĉu via amikon nomiĝas Adamo"? All right, so we got to figure out how to answer this person who has a question. And what is a good answer? Can we say that? Can we say "Ĉu via amikon nomiĝas Adamo"? I'm going to say yes. You can say that. Ĉu via amiko nomiĝas Adamo. So I'm going to copy that because I don't have my Esperanto keyboard. I wasn't sure whether or not to use the accusative, so that could be why I was counted wrong. Okay, so I'm going to say it like this. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's correct without the N. Ĉu via amiko nomiĝas Adamo? What was the original sentence? Ĉu la nomo de All right. So here's the other thing I'm going to say. So here's the original sentence. Is your friend's name Adam? It means, is your friend named Adam? It means basically the same thing, but it's a paraphrase, not a translation. you could report it as a problem, and it might be added as an alternative. All right, so this is what I do. I come out here and I just look for questions and answer them. All right. So I can now delete this one because I've answered it. Delete. Okay, this is the sentence. Ŝi vojaĝas al Britio, kie ŝiaj gepatroj loĝas. Should going to be a valid translation of vojaĝas al? Going to. Iras al. Yep. So I try to be nice when I reply to these questions. She says, I don't know why I'm saying she. It's SBJGIUBB. And again, I'm thinking the problem that they're having here is that it's a paraphrase. I would say traveling to somewhere and going are two different things. Going is much more general. When I was planning this live stream, I I wondered one of the advantages of doing shiny object. One of the advantages of doing things online is that you can sort of get all your thoughts out of the way and then come up with a nice answer. And I have nothing against this one particular question, but when you see a lot of questions where people are saying, hey, could I say cocker spaniel instead of dog? Because I have, whatever. You think, well, if the translation says dog, why don't you say dog? I'm just noticing, though, I've got 9,999 lingots. Look at that. About to turn that odometer over. And while I'm thinking about it, I also have 1,107 days on my streak. And my plan is to do some kind of celebration video when I get to 1,111, or as they might say in The Hobbit, 1,011. When I get to my 1,011 day streak, I can post a celebration video of some kind. So that's going to be coming up real soon. All right. I do not see any new chats. I'm going to come over here and just check the Hangout here just to make sure people are still here. And once again, bear with me. If you're watching the replay, wow, it says 19 people watching. All right, well, that's cool. I've got to mute it because I'm hearing my own voice in my ear. Shiny object. Brilla obiecto. All right. Oh, yeah, all of a sudden my chat is just lighting up 28. No, you know what? My phone is not showing me the live chat, so I'm just going to turn this down in case that's cutting down my bandwidth. That's not helping me. All right. Yes. You guys are funny. Bone, okay, nun mi estas tie ĉi, mi volas vidi kion vi diras intertempe. Bone. Estis multaj komentoj kiujn mi maltrafis. Do saluton, Tomaso, mi vidis tion. Kaj vi ŝatus havi pli varman veturon kun minusaj gradoj. Kaj Jason laboras, bone, dankon por spekti. Eĉ se vi ne rigardas. Fakte estas malmulton por vi. Page Mills diris, hola, hablo español. Bone, sed mi ne parolas la hispanan hodiaŭ. Kaj Bull diris, mi nur uzas la programon. Mi pensas, mi forgesis la kuntekston. Ĉu vi parolas pri la apon, la aplikaĵon por poŝtelefono? Yes, do estas bone iri al retpaĝo por vidi la aliajn aferojn. Bone, do ĉu CJ? Okay, bone, vi parolas al aliaj personoj. Mi fakte, mi kontrolas Amikumon preskaŭ ĉiun tagon, sed kiam mi provas kontakti personojn, ili vere ne respondas, ili respondas kelkajn semajnojn pli poste. Ho, jes, mi estis en via urbo, sed mi ne kontrolis miajn mesaĝojn, kaj simile. Bone. CJ says, I have not been involved with Esperanto anything as of late. Well, it's good we got you here, right? Bone, do, kaj nun ni devas fari zorgojn, ke vi ne forgesu Esperanton. Yes, vi povas typi Esperanto. Tio estas bona afero, ke oni uzas Esperanton kaj foriras dum kelka tempo, kaj kiam oni revenas, oni daŭre povas paroli Esperanton. Nu, bone. Cadence, yes, do mi pensis pri vi, ĉu ne, ĉu vi estis tie ĉi por aŭdi mian komenton pri la ermeno? Ermeno estas tiu besto tie. Kaj la vorto ermeno memorigas min pri la hispana vorto hermano. Sed hermano ne estas ermeno. Tio estas du malsamaj aferoj en du malsamaj lingvoj. Bone. Yes, do saluton sen esperulo. Mi rekonas vian bildon, do estas bone vidi vin. Mi fakte ne scias, ĉu mi rajtas diri nomojn al personoj kiuj retumas per kaŝnomo. Avid tea drinker, do mi memoras tiun nomon. Bone. Nu, Jacques, saluton, estas bone vidi vin. You can look at what it means if they're underlined. Yes, good, that's exactly it. So what we're talking about here is, yeah, we'll look at that another time. Oh, here it is. I could do it from this screen. A little commercial for Duolingo events. If you're doing an extra, well, let's see. I'm going to come down here and do something new that I haven't done yet, because I have not really gone through this tree since they updated the tree 2.0. So I have, there are exercises I have not done. All right, so I'm going to come over here to start. And what he's talking about is when you're doing the exercise, when you're doing exercises, and it shows you a word you haven't learned yet, it'll be highlighted. And that way you're not being quizzed on things you don't know. His daughter is not capable of swallowing pills. So I just look up here and I look which one of these last words is pills, piloloi, these two. And the first sentence is nonsense. Lia filino ne kun gluti piloloi. Do devos esti la tria. It has to be this third one. Lia filino ne kapablas gluti piloloin. So you know what? You can actually look at these words even if they're not new. I understand even if they're not highlighted. If they're underlined, you can highlight. Maybe that's what Jacques was saying, and I just misunderstood him. One thing I've heard though is that the system tracks which one of these words you hover under, and if it sees you hovering over these words, then it knows it needs to keep presenting the words to you till you know it. All right. I'm looking for here it is. Stuart, esis bone vidi vin. Missed Stuart. Shiny object. Sen esperulo. On the phone, you need to use the YouTube app to see the chat, not the browser. On the phone. Interesting. Yeah, I had it. So I had the chat seemed to be working, and then it just stopped. So I could see the chat. It just stopped updating. I don't know why. I thought we were talking about the Duolingo app. Oh, I forgot to say bye because I left. Certainly, I don't mean to impose on you guys. If you're hanging out here, that's fine. And I quite honestly, I feel like I'm learning as I go. So we'll see how this works. All right. So we have a question from Teniente Ramirez. He says, "Does chies mean of all?" Chies means whose. Right? No, wait. It's the answer to whose. So quies means whose, and so chies would be an answer to whose or everybody's, right? Everybody's. Yes. Chies. Who can come up with a good sentence with chies? I tell you what. Why don't you do that? Oh, that's why you're asking, because it was the sentence. Chies sango havas la saman koloron. So everyone apostrophe s. It's a little goofy the way that works. Yeah, so chies means everyone's. Quies would mean whose. Chies would be an answer to quies or everyone's. All right. Everyone's blood has the same color. Has the same color. Kiam ein mi glutas, doloras al mi la gorĝo. What does that mean? So kiam ein. So these are new. Oh, I know why I've jumped. I'm like, why are we having so many new words in here? It's because I jumped ahead several units. So kiam ein, whenever, right? Whenever I swallow. Glutas means swallow. Whenever I swallow. Doloras al mi la gorĝo. Literally, hurts to me the throat. My throat hurts. My throat hurts. Stretch your muscles to exercise. Now first, we look for the capital letter, stretcho. That's an easy one there. Your muscles. Viain muscoloin. And we need the N on there because it's the direct object. That's the thing being stretched. To exercise. Por exerci vin. So when we say stretch your muscles to exercise, right? We can, instead of to, we could say stretch your muscles in order to exercise. And whenever you can say in order to instead of simply to, then we can say por. And exerci vin. That's the other funny difference between Esperanto and English, is that in Esperanto we exercise something. The skilled doctor successfully treated her pain. So we see a capital letter. That's our first hint. Lerta means skilled. What's a doctor? Curatsisto. Successe curatsis ŝian doloron. That's a good translation too. A lot of times people think that curatsi means to cure, but it actually means to treat. La lerta curatsi. Whoops. I said the right thing. I didn't click on the right one. So I gotta do this again. La lerta curatsisto successe curatsis ŝian doloron. La lerta curatsisto successe curatsis ŝian doloron. All right. So what do you guys think about this? We've been at this over half an hour. I'm sure people are. I've said basically what I wanted to point out. Actually, while I'm here, I do want to show you a few things on my channel. But I'd like to know what you guys think about this format. If there's something that you'd like to see, I do realize I'm kind of struggling around trying to keep the flow going. This is kind of taking a little bit of. It's going to take me a little bit of practice to get smoother at this, but Appreciate you guys coming along. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. I was going to show you on this channel, but since this is my page, I can't actually show it to you. But I would like to point out the community tab, because I have been putting things out there, including the announcement for this event. Right. So in between when I make videos, I can let you know when I've put together a playlist, or if I found another video that I find interesting. For example, here's a video that it's in Spanish. I was watching somebody do Duolingo on a YouTube video. He was learning English from Spanish, and he was showing the other languages you could learn, including Esperanto. But as he hovered over the Esperanto on his screen, he didn't know what it was. So I pieced together a comprehensible sentence in Spanish, and I said something about Esperanto. And so he, the next day, he did a video about Esperanto, what Esperanto is, and that sort of thing. If you guys, so you guys remember a year ago we did the daily videos, trying to get up the, trying to relaunch the channel, trying to get up to 4,000 watch hours. We came very close in the last 12 months, but didn't quite make it. So if you guys, in fact, you know what? Mi volas diri tion en Esperanto. Ĉar hieraŭ mi jam diris tion en la angla, hodiaŭ mi diros en Esperanto. Do antaŭ jaro mi faris serion de ĉiutagaj filmetoj. Tio estis la neoficiala relanĉo de Esperanto Variety Show. Kaj la celo estis akiri 4,000 spektojn en unu jaro. En la pasintaj 12 monatoj mi venis proksime al tiu celo, sed se vi ne jam spektis tiujn filmetojn, mi petas ke vi kontrolu tion en tiu community tab kaj spektu tiujn filmetojn. Kaj se vi jam spektis ilin, mi tamen spektas ke vi denove spektas ilin kaj respektas ilin. Kaj eble kiam vi komencas la aferon kaj la filmetoj spekteblas, vi povas iri lavi la telerojn aŭ polvosuĉi la tapiŝon en la salono, ĉar mi scias ke estas vere, ke Esperanto vere helpas purigi aferojn. Do tio estus tre utila por via purigado, se vi spektus tiujn filmetojn kiam vi laboras, kaj kiam vi faras taskojn ĉirkaŭ la domo. Bone, do yes, do tio estas alia afero, estas mi ne scias kion oni volus vidi en tiaj sesioj. Mi ŝatus vidi pli da personoj kiuj vere lernas kaj nur komencas lerni, aŭ se vi jam longe lernas, se vi povus starigi demandojn, aŭ nu bone, se vi povus helpi respondi al demandoj de aliaj personoj. Se estus tute alia temo kiun vi ŝatus vidi en simila viva elsendo, mi povas esplori tiun ideon. Bone, sed mi pensas ke mi faros tion en la sama horo post unu semajno. Bone. Kaj mi pensas ke mi venas al... Okay, yes, do. Pardon, okay, nun mi volas vidi. All right, so ĉies means, oh, we talked about that. Koran dankon, muchas gracias. De nada. Ĉu la mondo estas ĉies estas ĝusta frazo? La mondo estas ĉies. Mi neniam vortumus la frazon tiel. Ĉu la mondo estas ĉies? La mondo apartenas al ĉiuj. Tio estas... Sed mi hezitas efektive diri ke ĝi estas erara. Mi devus pripensi tion. Look for the capital letter. That's cheating. Yes, and you know what else is cheating? Yesterday I didn't know what a word meant in Spanish, so I asked the people in the chat to tell me what it meant. Bone. Tomaso, are you using the Duolingo app? Yeah, yes, this is the website. Mi pensas que la traduco en la angla estas the world is everyone's. Mi credas que ĝi estas ĝusta frazo. Li uzas la retejon. Yes, bone. That's the website. Reteo estas website. Tre bone, dankon. I feel like I'm in a class right now. Well, that's the idea. Maybe you know what? Maybe for next week I need to come up with some sort of specific topic, make it more class-like. I have to give that some thought. I like the chit chat going back and forth. I do too. This is actually pretty exciting. Hopefully, you guys found this at least as your interaction with each other at least as valuable as what I did on the screen here. Saluton, Paul. Estas bone vidi vin. Dankon por veni. Bone, kaj jes Esperanto, mi kontrolis vian kanalon hodiaŭ. Se mi bone memoras, vi faris kelkajn filmetojn pri via lernado, via decido lerni Esperanton. Mi nur spektis la plej lasta tempan. Kaj tio estas iomete malfreŝa. Vi devos fari novan filmeton por montri al ni kiel vi progresis en la pasintaj monatoj. So, do bonvenon al la babileo kai al la viva elsendo. First stream, don't worry about it. Yes, and do a few lessons, maybe in trouble areas, do a general chat, play a video game. You know what? I have a hard enough time doing Duolingo and talking at the same time. I don't know that I can play a video game, and yeah. I like how it's moving slower. My ears are picking up the words. You know, Jason, that's actually my plan. Was to do kind of a listening lab. That was my idea anyway. When we were at NOSC last year, I'm going to come back over here to a Duolingo screen. When we were at NOSC last year, I did this experiment where I just pulled up a bunch of sentences from Duolingo and I read them. At first I said them as quickly as I could. And then I had people try to write them down, and then I said them a little slower, until everybody said, good, I got it. And you know what? If we want to do that in a live stream, that would be great. So anyway, because I know one of the constant complaints, the concerns, whatever that I hear in the forum is that the voice is too fast. And so if we can sort of find a way to help people get up to speed, that would be interesting. It's not a pill, but it's a treatment. Who knows how to say that one? Capital letter G. Gi ne estas pilolo, sed gi estas kuracilo. That's what I would say. Gi ne estas pilolo, right? With estas, we don't need the N. Gi ne estas pilolo, sed gi estas kuracilo. Sed gi estas kuracilo. Good. Every day she treats approximately 15 patients. All right. My habit when I do these multiple choices is I look at the last word, and the one that's not absurd, I click on it, and then I read it. Ĉiun tagon ŝi kuracas. I do that in Spanish. I do that in Esperanto. Ĉiun tagon ŝi kuracas proksimume 15 pacientojn. Yep, that's correct. Unfortunately, the treatment did not succeed. Oh, bedaŭrinde, capital letter. The treatment. All right. So we have to figure out which word for treatment to use. We have curacado and curacilo. Quite honestly, I think the course would have to accept either one. If somebody asked that question, which one was the right answer, I would say, I think it would have to, because curazado is the act of treating or treatment. Curacilo is something you use to treat, or a treatment, right? I'm going to say I think curacilo is probably the better one. Bedaŭrinde la curacilo ne sukcesis. Ooh, I took it. Oh yeah, and it says another correct solution, exactly. At the bottom it says bedaŭrinde la curacado malsukcesis. So, yeah. Oh, diable. All right, so this is one of the new voices, and the volume struck me as a little bit low. I'm not sure how you guys can hear, whether you guys can hear it or not. Let's listen to it one more time. Kiajn kuracilojn kuracistoj uzis, right? Dum la dudeka jarcento. Dum la dudeka jarcento. Kiajn kuracilojn kuracistoj uzis dum la dudeka jarcento. Let's listen to it one more time, make sure we got it correct. What kind of treatments doctors used during the 20th century? Yay! What kind of remedies? Interesting. Post kiam mi curas, la muscoloi en la cruroi doloras al mi. After when I run, after when I run, so after I run, the muscles in the legs hurt to me. The muscles in my legs hurt me. The muscles in my legs hurt. We don't have to say me in English. Outside trends express surfing. All right, none of those fit. All right, good. Lia filino ne capablas gluti piloloin. Lia filino, his daughter, ne capablas, is not able to, is not capable of, there we go, gluti piloloin, swallowing pills. What? Oh, swallow. Oh, I didn't see the word swallowing there. Excellent. La lerta curacisto successe curacis ŝian doloron. I think we said that already. The talented doctor, the skilled doctor, successfully treated her pain. Successfully treated her pain. Eble ŝanĝo de dieto estus la plej bona kuracilo. Maybe a change of diet. Perhaps a change of diet. I think these tap words are harder to do than actually typing. Perhaps a change of diet would be the best treatment. Would be the best medication. I'll take that. Perhaps a change of diet would be the best medication. I read those too because so often I just miss a word and don't realize it. All right, good. Stretchu viajn muskolojn por exerci vin. Stretch your muscles. Stretch your muscles. Por exerci vin. We talked about that a minute ago. Por means in order to, or just simply to in this context. When it's used with an infinitive. You see how exerci ends with an I? So when we see por in front of an infinitive verb, that is a verb that ends in I, then por means in order to, or just simply to exercise yourself, or simply to exercise. Yeah. Ĉiutage ŝi kuracas proksimume dekkvin pacientojn. Ĉiutage ŝi kuracas proksimume dekkvin pacientojn. Let's try this. Ĉiutage ŝi kuracas proksimume dekkvin pacientojn. Ĉiutage ŝi kuracas proksimume dekkvin pacientojn. Ĉu bone? Bone. Yeah. All right, I'm going to look to see at the chat again. Look at the chat again, see what you guys are thinking. Moving slower. It's perfect for comenzantoj to practice. Vi faras bone. Vi donis al vi dikfingron. Hopefully, mi esperas ke la dikfingro montris supren. Dankon. Mi ne audis ĝin. Do you not hear? So, do you guys hear the Duolingo voices at all, or is it just coming through my own speakers? I thought that was on the call. Yeah. La voĉo eble ne estas la plej bona, sed mi pensas ke ĝi vere ne necesas. Tio estas vera. En kelkaj situacioj ne eblas, sed en kelkaj en aliaj, kiam oni devus aŭdi la aferon kaj poste tajpi ĝin, tiam ja estas problemo, ke la laŭteco ne estas bona. Sed tio estas mi pensas ke la afero estas ke oni povas se oni devas alkutimiĝi al diversaj voĉoj kaj diversaj situacioj. Bueno, jen la frazo: hieraŭ ŝi glutis 2 pilolojn kontraŭ doloro en la dorso. Hieraŭ ŝi glutis. She took. Yeah, literally she took. Literally she swallowed. But here it looks like our choice is took. Hieraŭ ŝi glutis 2 pilolojn, 2 pills, kontraŭ doloro en la dorso, right? So this is for pain in the back, for back pain. It must be what they want. Speak, step, divided, hang. Yep. Yesterday she took 2 pills for back pain. Yeah, and this is actually a very clear case where you need to say kontraŭ, right? Because you're not trying to do something to help the pain. You're trying to do something against the pain. Ŝi glutis pilolojn kontraŭ doloro en la dorso. The treatment. Unfortunately, bedaŭrinde la kuracado ne sukcesis. Did not succeed. Bone, kaj nun la afero ripetas sin. Do tio estas it isn't a treatment. It isn't a pill. It is not a pill. It is not a pill. Isn't. My gosh, isn't a pill. It isn't a pill, but it is. All right, I'm going to see if I can do this way. Every day, she treats about, she treats about 15 patients. Pro la accidento, she perdis multe da sango. Because of the accident. So this is a question I see a lot. People say, what's the difference between pro and char? Pro is because of the accident. Char is simply because. Yes, pro la accident. Because of the accident, she lost a lot of blood. All right. Well, good. This is actually pretty good here. This has been about an hour. If you guys have stuck through this long, I'm amazed. Hope this was interesting for you. Let me just take one more look at the chat, and then I'm going to wrap this up and see what I can learn for next week. Hope you guys can check out the community tab on the channel here. All right. Let's see, the voice. We talked about this. Saluton, have to go. Gis, Jacques, estis bone ke vi partoprenis, dankon por spekti. I think that is good for basic knowledge, but not good enough for vocabulary. Yeah, it's I think that's true. I think there's been a lot said about that. I find that I've had a lot of people tell me that when they've taken a different course or gotten an outside book, that they've learned a lot of things that they weren't picking up in Duolingo. And I have yet to learn a language from scratch on Duolingo. That might be something interesting to try this year or next. Just so I can do that. I'm actually not convinced that it's I personally don't. I'm not convinced that it could be useful by itself. If you're going to use Duolingo, you got to make sure you read those tips and notes. I would make personal notes as I went along. I would, yeah. And I have yet to. Mi ancora ne controllis memorize, sed mi vere ŝatus, ĉar multaj personoj parolas pri tio. Do bone, do restas 20 personoj spektas nun. Do mi volas danki al vi. Kaj morgaŭ, ne, kiu tago estas hodiaŭ? Hodiaŭ estas hodiaŭ estas merkredo, morgaŭ estos ĵaŭdo. Se vi spektis la tuton, mi volas malkaŝi al vi la temon por morgaŭ. Morgaŭ estos filmeto en la angla pri la demando kiu artefarita lingvo estu la internacia helplingvo. Kaj mi ne malkaŝos mian respondon al tiu demando, sed mi pensas ke mia respondo iomete surprizos vin. Kaj do tiel mi iom provos allogi vin al spektaro morgaŭ por vidi la demandon vidi la respondon al tiu demando. Bone, tio estas ĉio. Mi nun devas vidi kiel mi povas malŝalti ĝin. Se vi povas doni dikfingron +1 al la filmeto, tiu vere plaĉus al mi. Se vi ne povas, se vi povas trovi alian filmeton por doni +1 dikfingron, tio estos tre bona afero. Kaj nun ĝis la revido.